Okay, you've seen the title of this video. Y'all just want to know who is the nicest celebrity that I've ever met. Oh, who's that Pokemon? It's Andy Hurley from Fall Out Boy. Now, I've told this story before on my Tumblr. I deleted the post a long time ago, but it's still floating around somewhere. But I've never told this story on YouTube before. And that, kids, is how I pay my rent. So, buckle yourselves in. Let me take you back to the year 2015. So I was on a trip to New York with my then boyfriend Luke. Netflix had flown us out to celebrate the release of season 3 of Orange is the New Black. They knew that I loved the show. I'd been tweeting about it loads. Do you remember season 3? No one, we try not to. Anyway, they invited us to this massive studio where they'd made it look like the women's prison. They had the bunk beds and, you know, all the snacks, etc. We got to meet all of the stars of Orange is the New Black. It was a great experience. But the best part of the whole trip had nothing to do with Orange is the New Black. We'd been at the studio all day, and it got to like 4 or 5 p.m. in the evening, and we were getting pretty hungry. There was like no food at this place. So we step out to grab some food so we could come back and be full. That is how food works. We end up at this vegan restaurant because Luke is vegan. We sit on down, the server comes over and she's like, "Hey there, welcome to..." I don't remember the name of the restaurant. Sorry. She hands us our menus and she walks away. I look up and from a few tables away near the back of the restaurant, I see someone that I think is pretty familiar. So I look at Luke and I go, "Hey, is that Andy from Fall Out Boy? Look." So he turns around ever so casually and goes, "Oh my god, that's Andy from Fall Out Boy." We're both sitting there just stewing in excitement at this point. I've listened to Fall Out Boy since I was like 13, you know, before you were born. So this is like a massive moment for me. My heart is pounding. Like, it was just so unexpected, right? So the server comes back over to take our order and we say to her, "Hey, this sounds really stupid, but we think that guy over there, we think he's the drummer from Fall Out Boy. Do you know who Fall Out Boy are?" And she just looks over and just goes, "Oh yeah, that's Andy. Yeah, he comes in like all the time." So my mind is just blown at this point. Confirmation that I wasn't crazy. I forgot to tell you, I'd even stood up and walked out of the restaurant to look through the front window to get a better look, to make sure we weren't just being fooled. Like, we were excited about this. So the server takes our order and Luke and I, we come up with a plan. It's not a very good plan, but it was a plan nonetheless. We decide that we don't want to go over and make a big deal. You know, he's eating his food. We don't want to go over and take a selfie with him or anything like that. I would personally hate to be bugged like that. I love meeting you guys, but if I've got a mouth full of potatoes, like, you know, give me a little while, okay? So we didn't want to bug him. So the server comes back over and she gives us our food. And we say to her, "Hey, hey again, this is pretty stupid, but do you have a piece of paper or like some receipt roll that you can print out for us? We'd like to write Andy a note, please." I'm pretty sure we also said please. Like she's like the gatekeeper of Andy Hurley. "You shall not pass." She goes, yeah, sure, let me go grab you some." She goes away, she comes back, gives us a piece of paper. So we're eating our food and we start composing this wonderful note. I say wonderful, I don't really remember what it said, but I'm pretty sure the gist of it was, "Hi Andy, we really didn't want to disturb you while you were eating, but we wanted to let you know that we love your band." And I think Luke said something about him being like a hero of like the vegan straight edge movement or something. I don't know what he said, but it was a note that was just gushing about how we loved Fall Out Boy. We gesture for the server to come back over. We give her the note. And here's part 2 of our cunning plan. It wasn't supposed to be cunning, we were just trying to be nice. So Andy is a straight edge vegan, meaning he doesn't drink alcohol, doesn't take any drugs. And usually the custom is, let me buy you a drink. Obviously that's not gonna happen. So we give her the note and we say, "Hey, this is pretty stupid. We've said this a lot. Could we buy him an apple juice? Please? Can you just add it to our bill at the end? Could you give him..." We wanted to buy him a drink, just to say thank you for the music, the songs they're singing. But we went for apple juice. We didn't know what else to do. She was fine with it. She laughed a little bit, but she was like, yeah, sure. I'll go get this to him. So she grabs the apple juice and goes over to Andy's table and gives him the note and the apple juice. And me and Luke are just sitting there trying to eat our food, not looking. We're like, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever fucking done. I can't believe we're doing this. Like, even in 2015, we were self-aware that this was cringy as fuck. Like, we knew, but we couldn't just let him walk away. We wanted to tell him we loved him without actually talking to him at all. So we just eat and nothing really happens. The server comes over, takes out empty plates, and we say, hey, did Andy get the note? Did he like the note? The server pulls out our check, puts it on the table, and just says, see for yourself. So I pick up the check, and at the bottom it just says, amount due $0. Andy Hurley paid for our entire meal, and we had starters, main courses, desserts, drinks, everything. He just paid for the whole thing. And it took us like 15-20 seconds to figure out what was going on. Like, we thought we just weren't reading the check right. We didn't know what she was trying to say. But he paid for our meal, which was just so unexpected and not, we didn't think anything was going to come of it. You know, we thought he'd read it and then just, carry on about his day. But it was such a nice experience. Anyway, so getting ahead of myself, we stand up to leave. And he was still eating, so we didn't want to go up to Andy and get a selfie or anything like that. We just wanted him to be left alone. We gave him like a subtle kind of nod, like, just trying to be cool about it. And he just gestures for us to come over. He's like, yeah, come here. And we shuffle over. We're like nervous school children, sort of just shuffling towards him. So he's sitting down, he's still eating, and he is honestly the most down-to-earth, humble, nicest, sweetest guy. We only really made small talk because he's a pretty quiet person, I guess, but like, he was so friendly. And he didn't make us feel like we were keeping him or anything like that. Like I said, we didn't get a picture because he was eating, and we were way beyond, like, we did not want to be any more intrusive than we already felt like we'd been. We weren't even sitting at his table, like, we were standing over him, like, I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. So I don't have photographic proof of any of this, but why would I make up a story about someone being nice? After like a minute or two, we just leave. We're just like, okay, we'll let you go on, but it was lovely to meet you. And that was it. Really, that's the time that Andy from Fall Out Boy paid for our entire meal. And it was honestly the loveliest experience I've ever had with any like celebrity. I don't know if he likes that term or whatever, but it made me realize that even like treating your fans with respect and kindness at any situation can make their entire day. Like that experience, he probably doesn't even remember it, like, at all. He's probably done it so many times, and it's just a normal thing for him. But for us, it was the best part of the trip, like, by far. It was the best experience, and it meant a lot to us. And it taught me that whenever you guys come up to me, I need to remember that and think about how it can make you feel. And I still want to one day be able to pay it forward, and do what he did and be as gracious as he was. That's it. That's all I have for you this week. We went back to the event and we met some more stars of Orange is the New Black and got to watch the first couple of episodes of season 3, and then that was it. I do, however, have one more story for you, which I'm probably going to film in a minute. You can probably guess what that is. If you would like to know who the rudest celebrity is that I've ever met, and spoiler alert, it's from the same trip, then let me know in the comments below. Or equally, let me know if you like this video by smashing the like button and ringing the bell, and buying my merch, and pre-ordering my album, and paying my rent, and sucking my dick. Anyway, what is the nicest celebrity experience that you've ever had? Who is the nicest celebrity that you've ever met? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys, stay happy, stay safe, always be an Andy Hurley, and I shall catch you later.
And this time, I predict you will...
Fuck off, Richard!